Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So let's try this again. So this week we got our YieldMax dividends for PLTY and many of the others that are in Group B. And it's absolutely mind-blowing when you see PLTY. You're not going to believe it. So let's go right into it and review the dividends, and we're going to compare to our actuals. In the case of PLTY, we were way off, but we like to be on the low end, and we like when they far exceed what we predicted, because it's always a nice surprise to the positive. So let's go review the dividends really quick here. Make sure I can do this simple maneuver correctly. There we go. Okay, so good. No black screens. All right, so to start off with, we had CHPY Chippy 40 cents. We had 29 cents for GPTY. And then Welcome Piper, number one on this one. We had LFGY 45 cents. We had 19 cents for QDTY, 31 cents for RDTY, 20 cents for SDTY, and how about this one? We nailed Ulti, 10 cents for Ulti. YMAG and YMAX, we came very close in these estimates, 16 cents and 11 cents respectively. Babo was 75 cents, Dips was 18 cents, 62 cents for FBY, GDXY 61 cents, JPMO 28 cents, $1 for Maro, how about that? 9 cents for MRNY, which is about where it should be, but given that the fund is so low, it's basically the only hope for it is like a miracle moonshot, like a cancer vaccine or something for the parent company or the underlying to recover. NVDY, 84 cents. And then how about PLTY? Drum roll, $7.49. Incredible. All of these were declared today. We've got the ex-dividend date and those other dates, and then payout date is Friday the 15th. So Friday is payday as usual. Now we're going to put these in and compare them to our actuals. So for Mr. and Kit, stay at least until we do the comparison to the actuals, which is coming right now. And smash the like button. If you do have to go, at least leave a like for us. All right, so now we're going to go over here. Let's see if we can get this right twice in a row. Okay, so we're going to go over to this spreadsheet, and let's go back over here to, we were going over option stuff yesterday. I know these aren't Ulti dividends, but these are going very well. All right, so we're going to go to our dividend estimates tab, and we already have most of it because we did it on Sunday night, basically. So we're going to take the actuals for these and type them in. We're just going to do this live. Do it live, right? So, all right, we had 0.7544. Oops, where we go? Oh, we're all the way over here. So 0.7544 for Babo. Let me move this over here. Bear with me. 0.1787 for Dips. So this is actually good because we can go over. So we exceeded our prediction on this one. We came in too high on Dips. Ironically, we didn't dip on it. We came too high. And then FBY was 62 cents. So we were way off on that one. So this was 0.6241. And then 0.6098 for GDXY, the gold one. So we were on the low end on these by a lot. And then JPMO, how about this one? Almost nailed that one. For Maro, it was $1. So 1.0043. We were close on that one. How about this one? We almost nailed MRNY. It was 0.0946. And then last but not least, we had 83.97 for NVDY. And then the big one, which we missed, 7.49. Now I'm starting to think, I have a theory with these new YieldMax funds. It's like the dividends are higher than even we expect because, I don't know, maybe it's like so many people are getting into the fund that you have to see these high dividends to get your maximum number of new entrants into the fund. Who knows? Sometimes I'm a conspiracy theorist. So for this one, we're going to do estimate minus actual for those percentages there. So knock yourselves out there. Some of you that like to obsess over percentages. What did I do? Okay, wow, way off on this one. Oh, hold on. This actually belongs, shoot. I gotta tell you, I don't know why I keep buying Mac. Like this Mac is like really frustrating me. The mouse is really frustrating. We want the dollar difference. So there we go. So that's what we actually want right here. Okay. So for these, you see we were 25 cents off here, only 3 cents off here. But this one, I'm going to mark the ones in green that actually the ones I'll just use green. We were close on this one, but we overestimated. We only overestimated one, but the ones we were really close on, I'm going to mark in green. See, like this one, we were only 2 cents off on it. That's awesome. The others, we were a bit more off. Okay, so now for this column, to annualize it, we're gonna do column K times 13 because there's 13 of these. So basically, for the annual dividend for BABA would be 981, for DIPS would be 232, for FBY would be 811, for GDXY would be 793, for JPMO would be 367 annualized, for MARO would be 1306, for MRNY would be $1.23, and then for NVDY would be 1092, and then how about this one, 9740 for PLTY. Which column did I truncate over here? Oops. Let's see. Okay, so what we've been doing, we're going by number of business days. I left this one off. Okay, so based on business days, and then we're coming up with this, and then with 100K invested. So we're going to do basically basing on like if this were a daily dividend. So we're going to take this number and we're going to divide him by 250. Now even our numbers have gender. What's the world coming to? Must be the 21st century after all. All right. So we've got this, and then we're going to make this dark blue just to make it look nice and colorful. I don't know. Some psychologists say blue is a common color. So maybe whatever gets all of you viewers to like the videos more, I'm down for doing. So we're going to do 100,000. And then we're dividing by E over here, which was the most recent price. And so this is how many shares we would have with $100,000 invested. If this was your pool of funds, if you were playing the role of self hedge fund manager, this would be your number of shares times your daily dividend. This is what you would make per day in a basket of these funds. This is what you would make per day. So it's pretty consistent. And see how consistent this is? I have a lot of theories that basically, like, we're getting very close. There's signs that are pointing to the fact that we're probably going to have daily dividends very soon. Oh, good. We're starting to get a core of people. We got Pirate Justin on just about every day. Welcome. Nice to have you on. We've got Eric's Journey. How are your videos not getting out and you're a multimillionaire? Are you one of these services that are selling like YouTube improvement or something? Otherwise, I appreciate the question. I'm sure you're genuinely concerned about why my videos aren't more successful. I am too, so that makes two of us at least. I don't know, maybe I just don't have the gravitas or the charisma of some of these others. And I know it has to do with video quality, but I'm oh, hold on a second. Interesting. Okay, I'm still working a little bit. Still in the office here. Okay, so what I'm getting at, basically in the pool of funds here, you would have, and how many we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Excuse me, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of them. So basically, if you had $9 million to play with and you decided to put them in these funds, just curious. Oh, that's nice of you. You're genuinely curious. Well, that makes two of us. You know, I wonder why. I'm not a multimillionaire. I might be a millionaire, but not a multimillionaire. Oh, thank you. You know, I think I'm getting there. I think in terms of knowledge, I think I do have a competitive edge when it comes to knowledge, but the most knowledgeable people in the world aren't always the most successful people. I think in the finance space, I do have something to offer. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be wasting my time. But my impact is if I start getting one-on-one coaching clients and I'm able to change their situation or get them to follow me, which I've had several people tell me I've made a difference. If I can do that, if I can make a difference in the world, then that's like part of my life's legacy or mission. other than patronizing Starbucks. Sponsor me. By the way, your rewards program sucks, Starbucks. Just saying. I asked them to sponsor me and tell me that, and then I proceed to say that, right? I'm something else, right? All right. So in a basket of these funds, and I lost a few of you. So obviously, a few of you aren't excited to earn $2,000 a day on these. Smash that like button, by the way. So look here, what I'm getting at, basically the daily thing. Look how consistent these are. We've been doing this now for like 3 weeks. And every week, what we're seeing, we would basically make about $2,000 if we were in a pool of these funds. So see how it's almost like it's designed to where it's paying a similar amount. So by day, Bobo would pay. Can I do a freeze pane in Google Sheets? Anybody know? Let me see. I want to actually do like a freeze pane for this one. Bear with me here. It's an Excel trick. I want to do, let's see, data. We should be able to. Format. Bear with me just a second here because I need this column to be visible. Freeze pane in Google Sheets. Let's see. It's view and then freeze. Okay, there we go. I knew they had the capability. See, Pirate Justin confirmed. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so it's, I just forgot what I said. What else is new? View and then freeze. All right. Well, hey, to the gentleman here that thinks my video is so awesome, if you like that, I mean, feel free. If you want like a one-on-one consulting, I do those too. I'm happy to teach everybody my strategy. All right, so what did I say? I said view and then freeze. Freeze. Just do it by command. One row. It's row B. Okay, let's see if this worked now. Let's see. Nope. Bear with me, folks. All right, I just want to freeze a B. Freeze. Okay, that's all I want to do. Hold on a second. This should be like regular Excel. All right, so what I want, that didn't work. Sorry, folks, I got to get this right. This is annoying. It's not working. All right, well, that was really useless. Actually, let me just see if I paste it in column A. Let me see if that works. That'll be a workaround. Okay, so that worked. This is basically the gist of what I'm trying to do here. Perfect. So now we have it. Now let's see if we can get my handsome face in the shot as well. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. Thanks for sticking with me. I think I have the most loyal fans in the business. All right. Well, thank you for your positive feedback, folks. Let's get that like ratio higher. Smash that like button. Okay, so for Bobo, we would make $253 a day on $1 million invested. It would be 4 cents per share. Not bad. Dips would be 1 cent per share, 144.52 per day if we had a daily dividend. FBY would be 3 cents, which would be $188.13 a day. GDXY would be 3 cents and 202.62 per day. JPMO would be 1 cent or $88 per day, our lowest one, probably also stable. Maro would be 5 cents and 273.57 per day. How about this one? MRNY would be 0 cents a day. So I think we probably want to avoid that one, but it would still somehow translate to 247.20. I'm sure this was just like a rounding issue. Let's see. It's probably not a whole cent. Yeah, it's like a half a cent. It's a whole half. How about that? 4 cents for NVDY, which is 244.21 per day. And then PLTY, 39 cents a day, which would translate to $499.30 a day on $1 million investment. That works out to $2,140.93. I didn't mean, I'm sorry. I meant, what did I say? 100,000 in each. So basically throwing 100,000 in each would get you this daily dividend. This is the number of shares. Okay, so we can do this too, times 250. This would be, how about this? So this would be a 500 on the basket of goods here, which would be $9 million, right? So 100,000, so basically 900,000. Your rate of return or your dividend payout, assuming all else stays equal and there's no fluctuation, which we know there is, but for academic purposes, say there's not. On $900,000, we would make $535,232.68. How is that? All right, folks, so that's pretty much our dividend estimate video. PLTY, again, was incredible. That's 125% rate of return, which I believe is higher than where it was before. Before, it was, actually, we had it at 42.65. Let me go back to Group B. I think I'm actually just going to move all of these over to this tab. We'll start doing this. There we go. Okay, so, and then we went over the weeklies. We're going to start doing more analysis on the weeklies. I do promise that is coming soon. Okay, so PLTY, the last payout, so 326. Our estimate was 348. Our actual was a lot lower this time. So what changed? Before we end the video, what changed month over month? We should look at, we should definitely look into that. Let me try to get through an entire video, though, with no black screen. That's the goal. Come on, people. I need you to smash that like button. We need to get that like ratio up. All right. So, please, for doing that, I'll show you a picture of my coffee cup. All right. So now, as bonus content, we're going to go look at PLTY and examine how it moved up so much. So PLTY. Here we go. Oh, come on, people. You're killing me. There we go. We got 2 more. We need the likes to be high. All right. So over the past 6 months, let's see what changed. Why was the dividend so much lower? We're going to look at May, June, and July. So May, we started the month 64.95. We ended the month at 65.28. So we ended the month flat. For June, we were at basically 65.64. And then we dropped. Now I'm guessing for July, basically, and again, it's not an exact monthly cycle, but what they did, they must have done an excellent job of capturing this run up from August 1st, because this counts, the August performance here. And I've made money on this too, 67 all the way up to 78. So they captured a lot of that upside. I wish they could do this in Tesla and some of the others, but it looks like they captured a lot of that upside, basically. So Palantir is amazing. I wish I had never gotten called out of it. It's truly amazing. Look at the year it's had. We started at 75. We're flirting with 200 now. Truly amazing. Another good one that I like to do, if I show you all my account real quick, for those of you that stay all the way to the end, I've made money on hold on. My brain can only do so much at a time. I've made money on the, what am I trying to say? The Granite Shares version, which is PTIR. So I do, basically, I'll give you a free trade idea here because I'm such a free trader, but not a trade-whore. Big difference. Okay, so this one I'm about to close out, actually. Actually, I did close it. I closed it, and it keeps moving. So I captured most of this upside, actually. So my closed trade, I'll go ahead and just flex my gains again here because you all know I seem to love to do that, right? But it pays off. I mean, you all learn a lot from it, so it's a win-win. All right, so we're going to go over here. We're going to make sure we don't have a black screen. Perfect. All right, so one of my last trades I closed out in this account. We're shifting from dividend content to options content, which I know means no one's going to watch now, right? Because making hundreds of thousands of dollars in options, overrated. Making 10 cents on ulti, it's where it's at, right? I got you. See, I know how we all think, or most of us. All right, so all sarcasm aside, here's the trade, PTIR. I sold for 6,000. This was just a extra icing on the cake because I had a little bit of capital available. So I made 4,800 on it really quick like that. So even though sometimes we're like, oh dang, I'm not in that awesome stock that I want to be in, but you can still make money from the ETF. So anyway, folks, thank you again for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. And now there's a fourth step. We're making it more complicated because so many of you are joining Discord, but the moment you join, the cat's got your tongue, and you all don't say a word. So I don't know if you all are just joining to see my trades for free, which they are there, or what. But the fourth step after like, comment, and subscribe and join Discord, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, there's 5 actually. Like, comment, subscribe, join Discord. The 5th step is to actually comment in Discord. We want to actually have comments and arguments and discords, no pun intended, discourse in Discord. So thank you all. Please remember to do those 5 simple steps. And before we sign off, smash that like button on this video. Thank you all. Really helps me out. We'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.